Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Mischief, where I talk about my favorite thing in the entire world. Goddamn cryptocurrency. That's right. We have a brand new protocol to talk about today. It's on the BNB chain. It is from the creator of MintStakeShare and Book of Binance. This is actually integrated into Book of Binance, which is quite interesting, and it offers you 50,000% APR. Yes, 50,000% APR. As always on this channel, this is not financial advice. Crypto is an extremely high risk asset, especially when you're diving into the crazy world of decentralized finance. I am not a financial advisor. I am not your mummy. You do with your funds as you choose, and always understand not to risk more than you're willing to lose. And be careful out there. It can be risky. But we like to do this on this channel. I'm not paid by this project to cover. There is no affiliate bonus for this, and I was given no team tokens to talk about this project. This is BlueBNB, and let's begin with this beauty of a chart, which looks like this. Wow. So we put out some announcements for this on the Crypto Mischief X account and our announcement Telegram and the Telegram chat that Aaron was going live at 2 a.m. my time to talk about this protocol, and I tried to stay up for it. I was actually helping Aaron with the testing of this project beforehand, so I knew that he was adding liquidity live on stream. And as I said, there was no tokens given out to me for helping or anything. I just really was interested in what he's building, because he's always building something. He's always doing something, Aaron, right? So I wanted to stay up because he told me I'm adding liquidity live on stream, and that means that no tokens can be bought or sold until the dev adds the liquidity, right? And only I, Nick, and I believe Crypto Arborist knew about this, right? And we weren't going to add liquidity, so we're waiting for him. So then he went live with the stream. He added liquidity live on stream, and that's when the chart began to kick off. It started at $5. Now it's sitting at $16. So if you were tuned in and you were watching the announcements on Crypto Mischief, or you were listening into Book of Binance stream, there were a couple of announcements from some people on this, right? Then you would have got yourself already a nice 3x from the beginning of this. And it's a very simple token. You buy it and sell it on PancakeSwap, and you can stake the token to get that 50,000% APR. It is a fork of Olympus DAO, which was an extremely popular protocol back about 3 years ago, and it's tying into Book in a very special way. We'll get into that, but first, let's explain how it works. So Blue, let's get to the main page, 50,000% APR. APY. So the reserve currency that pays you every 4 hours. So this rebases every 4 hours if you stake. You can see there's a rebase in 2 hours and 52 minutes. The blue price here is $16. And this means roughly 0.28% gains on your staked assets every single epoch of 4 hours. There is no lock on your token. You can unstake and restake whenever you want. There is no tax on the token. You can sell it and buy it whenever you want. It is backed by a treasury. You can use the calculator here to manage the growth. So for example, if I staked 1,000 blue tokens today, after 30 days, I would have 1,672 blue tokens. This doesn't take into account the dollar value, because of course with this chart going up today on launch, that could mean that if the chart went up to, for example, $1,000 per coin, you would have a lot more dollar value in your coins. If it went down, you would have less. That's how I see it, right? We see here on the staking page, this is after you buy the token. You can then come to stake, and you can choose to stake your blue token. So to buy the token is very simple. We come back to the main page. We will find the buy link, I'm sure somewhere. I guess we can take it from Deck Screener. I'll show you how to do this. So oh no, here we have buy blue. There's a buy button, don't worry. Even easier. So go up here to buy blue, and then you can go to PancakeSwap. You can either copy the contract address here and then open up PancakeSwap on the Binance Smart Chain. It will load up the token, and then you can decide to buy it. So for example, right now, if I took 1 BNB of $737, it would get me my blue token, which has been loaded up, and I'd get $44 blue tokens, which I could then add to my balance, right? So 1 BNB would get roughly 44.8 tokens at the moment. There is no tax on this. The only thing you need to pay attention to, of course, is how much slippage tolerance you want to put. I usually go 0.5, right? Swap, buy. You then have blue tokens. So we're going to do an example. I've already bought my bag. In my stake, I have here 130 blue tokens staked in there. and I have 0 liquid blue. So S blue is when you stake the tokens, and blue is when they're liquid in your wallet. That's it, right? Extremely simple, very easy to understand. So once you stake, you get the APY. If you don't stake, you don't earn the APY. So I put in my tokens. I think it was worth about 1,500 because I bought in late, actually. Because although I knew this was launching, it was launching at 2 a.m. or maybe 3 a.m. for me. So what happened? Well, I tried to stay awake for this. I got to like 1 a.m. because usually I go to sleep usually about midnight these days. You know, I'm a responsible dad. This summer, I've got to be up at like 6 to look after the kid, play. So I stayed up to about 1. And then I was like, okay, the stream's starting in 1 hour. So I'm just going to sit and chill for 1 hour. I was like, I'll just lie down in the bed beside the wife for a second. And then I nodded off. Then I woke up again about 3 a.m. when the price was all the way up to about $11. So my buying price was $11 for this. But I'm already up $11 to $16. So I'm also happy with my purchase. So now it's all-time high, $16. You have the choice now to either think, okay, will I wait for a dip on this or will I just ape in? So for price analysis on this token, let's think the market cap is $1.6 million. Now, this is an Olympus DAO fork where you have other projects which did also use this kind of protocol metrics like time, which was another one where the token went all the way up to $10,000 in price. So the part of this being only $1.6 million market cap, it does have the potential to go much higher. So you could still be getting in at a very good price. As I said, the launch price was $5. So it's only 3x up from there. So even for people who want to sell this token at the moment, it's not going to there's not that much sell power because the token hasn't pumped crazily. It's done a 3x, which is good, but it hasn't gone so far that you might be worried about buying and then losing your value at such an early stage. If we come then and look at the holders of this token as well, then we can see that how many holders do we have for blue? That's the big question, right? How many blueies are there out there right now? And we come and have a look. We have only 84 holders of this coin. So very early days for this project, which is exactly what we like to do. We like to be in minute 1, second 1. For me, a couple hours late because I fell asleep, but that's life, right? And you can see there's a couple big bags here, but they are not holders. This one is probably the staking contract, I'm going to guess. And here we have 3C7. This is a contract, VT contract. A lot of these are contracts as well, PancakeSwap. So in terms of large holders, it looks like 0.45 is the largest holder at the moment of the token. Means there's not any huge bag holders at the moment. Like here we have like 187 tokens, 215. These would be unstaked tokens, I believe, as opposed to staked, which would be in one of these contracts as well. So that's pretty much the protocol. So we take one BNB, for example, $700, and we come here into buy blue. We get 44 more blue for this. You buy the token. Boom, it's done. I then come over to the protocol on the stake page. It will then register that I have these 44.83 blue, and then I just take them. I'll go max, and then we will stake the blue into the staking contract. It will convert to S blue. And as soon as it's done that, I'm now lined up for the next epoch to get more rewards. So that's me adding to my 130 blue tokens there. Yeah, so they're in there now. You can see it's 175 tokens now inside the staking. So at any time, if I want to unstake, for example, if we finish an epoch and then I get more tokens, of course, I can then choose to unstake those tokens. So we could come and then say, okay, I want to unstake 10 tokens, for example. I would then just have to approve the 10 tokens that I want to unstake and then send the transaction through. And those will be, trying to see past my microphone there. Those will be unstaked at 0 tax, and you can then trade them on PancakeSwap. It's that simple, right? Now, there are other parts of this platform which will be rolled out in stages, which add even more impressive parts to this. I did mention that it's tied into book. That's because if we come to the docs section, we can see that it says down here, book, right? So you can read through the docs yourself to understand how this works, but I'm pretty sure I've explained it quite simply how it works, right? We come down to the book section. This is where it gets interesting, right? Strategic partnership between Blue and Book tokens for enhanced treasury strength. Blue and Book tokens share the same development team. creating a powerful synergy in the current bullish crypto environment. With no significant Olympus DAO forks launched recently, the timing is perfect for this strategic integration to capture market momentum and deliver exceptional returns. So Aaron believes that the market timing is perfect and that Olympus DAO forks have historically performed exceptionally well. And they have. Olympus DAO and Time, and I think it was Titano, did do extremely well about 3 years ago. Integration strategy, they're using V2 LP pairs of Blue and Book liquidity pair tokens. These will be treasury assets. You will have the option to use Blue and Book LP tokens to bond. This is later on. You'll be able to essentially buy cheaper Blue token with Blue and Book LP. The advantage of this is that Book token will have exceptional trading volume. It will have deep market liquidity. It will have stable price action and proven market presence by pairing up with Blue and bull market ready. It will be optimized for the bull cycle, strong fundamentals, proven team behind it, and excellent reserve assets. So for the treasury reserve, the phase 1 balance approach is to have 50% in Blue and Book LP and 50% in stablecoins and BNB. Phase 2 will be adding heavy stablecoin reserves as opposed to just having Book and Blue as 50%, because of course going up, this is great, but once the inflation starts to hit, of course that then becomes more a choppy chart. It can be, right? Predictably, if with more inflation becomes, we need continued buy pressure on the project, which means it needs more stable coins to solidify it as opposed to a meme coin. So heavy stable coins will be put in with Blue and stable coin pairs will be the focus. So the benefits here are enhanced liquidity, risk mitigation, market timing, proven success, and team synergy. All very interesting. A nice addition to the book of Binance, of course, which we can find on CoinGecko and see what's going on. Now, I haven't looked at the book price today, but we're going to have a look and see what's going on with book, because probably usually with these things, because it's an ecosystem, right? A lot of people decide that they just want to sell their book token to then enter into the new one, which is a strategy, I guess. But when we know that the Blue price will be in a sense assisting the book price, might not be the best long-term strategy. And we can see book did go on a massive run up to 10 million. It has dipped back down, but with this new news, we are seeing on the 7-day, we've seen a nice progression of price action on book. It is up, what is that, 87% on the week, but it has seen a dip today of about 9%, which I think is just going to be a temporary dip before people realize the synergy between the two projects. So there we have it, 50,000% APR is now available with Blue protocol. I'll be watching this chart very keenly to see how it grows in market cap and users in the near future, because with such high staking rewards, it should attract quite a lot of people to kind of taking the risk to join such an exciting and simple new protocol. And that's pretty much it for so far. I'll have an update on Blue pretty soon, because it's an exciting, fast-paced one. I'm waiting now for this 2 hour and 40 to get more rewards for my staking. So you can follow this with me if you want. So I have 175 staked Blue at the moment. How much do you have? Let me know in the comments. And let's get going with this and see if we can get this to 10 million, 100 million dollar market cap. That would be amazing, because then we would really be printing incredible passive income from this machine. That's right. Okay, I've been Crypto Mischief. Hope you enjoyed this. All the links for Blue are in the description as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Don't get wrecked.